Travis Winggoodso, you know it's bad when the Penguins of Madagascar TV show that I'm watching on Amazon is better equipped to handle viral pandemics than we humans are. I just saw the episode where the cooties outbreak occurred. I never understood what cooties were, but in second grade, the girls were chasing the boys, and the girls never chased me. I never understood why. I guess I wanted to be caught. So anyway, the Penguins knew how to handle quarantine, hazmat suits and all, and it just turned out it was poison ivy, but hilarious. But what's not hilarious is how our nation is handling this. And I know exactly why. Evil. But yeah, it turns out that sure enough, church went right back up to the normal numbers. But there must have been some kind of day off from church, or so many people got infected that they couldn't go to church last week. So 25%. The numbers did jump up, but not for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving still is the big day. 42.44% with 4,004 cases. And then Black Friday was 3,945 cases at 30%. And then the Saturday last week dipped down. But then Sunday, church rose back up. 3,674 cases at 25%. And the number of dead keep rising. We're closing in on 1,000 for, if we average 10, which is actually more than 10 for this first week of the month. 6 days. In 6 days, we'll have reached 1,000 Utahns dead. And I don't know if I remember to tell you guys, but Thursday, when I was extorted to leave the house and go get my my money for the week and go shopping, on the way home I passed by the cemetery out in Taylorsville and Redwood, and there they had a funeral, a burial after the funeral, and a lot of people loved the person who died. It was packed. And they were Hispanic too, because I saw the news the other morning about how Hispanics in Utah are disproportionately infected. And it's not as much as the virus targeting Hispanics as much as the other factors that have to be included in the testing, which most of the Hispanics live here on the west side because of their poverty, as the whites are filling up the mountainside along the earthquake fault line. Although the earthquake we had in Magna is over on the west side here. Struck the poor. So, what do you say to evil? You can't talk with them. They can't be communicated with. You have to go along with them in order to, and you just can't do that. You can't. That's the trap they set. Oh, we'll try to change him from the inside. Yeah. Just like the young woman I worked with at Convergys for DirecTV, telling me that she goes down to Provo to visit her boyfriend whenever he calls her, because he claims he's having a desire to do drugs, and so he says that when she comes over and has sex with him, he doesn't desire to do drugs. She believes it. I'm helping him with his drug addiction. That's what happens when you have a abstinence policy education system and religion. I'm helping him with his drug addiction. He's still doing the drugs, dear. Utah. So I don't know how much longer this is going to go. We're very close to having tested half of Utah. A little over 3 million in Utah, and we're at 1,485,811. So almost half of Utah has been tested. It is very likely that those who were tested at one point in time who didn't test positive got it later, and so they went back and got tested again. That's always possible and very likely. The numbers don't show those who die from coronavirus without being tested. It doesn't show those who tested positive but didn't get tested, who are just wandering Utah's streets infecting other people as zombies. I'm an infection zombie. And we got the zombie apocalypse, didn't we? That's what you guys wanted, that's what you got. And instead of killing the zombies, you guys want to be the zombies. It's just like when Star Wars comes out with the first three, you get Sith Lords emerging in our culture. I want to be a Sith Lord. Oh, they're so cool, man. He got chopped in half. I think he came back to life in the Clone Wars. Or maybe it was Legos. I think it was Legos. Their Lego Star Wars Christmas or something like that I just saw recently. So, yeah, eventually, I don't know, maybe Herbert's just going to ride it out until January 20th and let Cox take over. Or, you know, as Herbert is doing the will of Trump to infect all of us with herd immunity. Maybe he knows something about timelines for certain events that are coming up. can only wait and see, I guess. But yeah, he has no interest in protecting us. The economy and church are more important to him than us. And the church has extorted him. Mormons give their loyalty oaths. They must obey. That's what Herbert's doing as a good little Mormon boy. So, yeah, it's so frustrating to hear them talk about how they're trying to make it as safe as possible. And how well has that been doing? Making it safe as possible? I mean, like I said, a kid's cartoon knew how to handle this coronavirus better than we are handling this coronavirus. Dear God Almighty in heaven. Season 2, Episode 6, in case you're wanting to see it now. Just hilarious. Oh man. I mean, it's hilarious as a show in and of itself, but that one was the cooties. You've got the cooties. I do. I guess I do. Is there anybody who wants to choose the right anymore? Is there anybody out there? Has everybody gone wicked to destroy the whole world? Because that's what's going to happen. I mean, vaccine, at the percentage rate that we're going, if we're not getting vaccines until April. And that's not a cure. That's 5 months at least. I mean, 5 more months at the rate we're going? Oh dear God. There will be no one left alive.